Hi everybody, it's Carla from Casey Creates, and I'm here because I want to just say thank you to my subscribers. And like I said, I don't pay a lot of attention to the numbers. I just know that I get lots of really supportive comments and really kind compliments on my videos, and so I noticed there's 760 plus subscribers right now. So this is just to say thank you for those of you who have clicked that subscribe button and are so generous with your compliments and support. So I wanted to do a D-Stash giveaway. That's what I want to call it. Lately, the majority of my subscribers are crafters, either with paper or fabric or both. And so this giveaway is for, there's going to be a D-Stash fabric giveaway and a D-Stash paper giveaway. And I wanted to show you what I have as an offering for the fabric giveaway. And the thing is, we're moving, and I have found that I just over the last year accumulated way more than I'll probably ever get to use, even though I've been sharing it through challenges and Happy Mail. And now I'd like to share it with you as just a free D-Stash for those who want to enter this brief challenge. You don't have to mail me anything. You just have to leave me a comment under this video and already be a subscriber. So what you will get is just a whole menagerie of fabrics and trims, and I hope you can see these okay. Like this is some really pretty thin lace. I have given, I put in several doilies that you can use for a doily book. I think there's 8 of these that I cut off of a pillow sham that would make a super sweet mini doily album. And if you look at some of my videos, you'll see where I've used these exact materials in some of my projects. For instance, my Hidden Window Fairy doily book, I used these as a base. And so I'm going to put in several special doilies. Most of them will be the vintage colors because those are what I really like to work with. But for instance, these are really pretty tatted ones. So you will get a stack of doilies. You will get beautiful lace trims. You'll get some fun colors, just a little bit. Well, I've actually got more doilies to show you. These I picked up in a haul that I thought would be really pretty hanging out of a doily book. This one is a trifold doily that you could cut apart if you wanted to. This is a really pretty tea-dyed cotton doily. So I have several doilies that I'm going to put in this giveaway. Here's a really pretty white vintage one that you can dye. So most of you who support my channel are crafters yourselves. So I wanted to make sure I gave something that you can actually use. So that's why I have lots of these doilies and trims, and this is some bridal applique. And even though I'm only showing you this piece, it's tea-dyed, it's really pretty. There will be more than that included. And then I have lots of lace trim remnants with really pretty scalloped edges and lots of detail. So here's some more trim. And then I have divided up some chair back covers that make really pretty base for a clutch if you wanted to make a clutch or a bag. So you'll get the lace chair back trims and Here's another really, I have tons of this trim that I found at that really neat trim store that I have a video on. Here's another large doily. I'm going to put in some embroidered pieces. This is from a Betsey Johnson dress that I just love, and I'm going to try to show it so you can see a little better. But that's a beautiful crocheted, not crocheted, embroidered piece, and it's pretty big. I didn't open it all the way up. And then this is on silk, so this one's pretty colorful. But that's another embroidered piece. That was a skirt, and that's silk. It's really nice fabric. Then I'm gonna put in some color, like sequined pieces. This is a sheer piece of sequined scarf. So those of you who really love fabric and fabric crafting and lace and doilies, this would be a great bundle of D-stash for you. This is really big too. I mean, I think this is, I can't even guess how big this is. 18 inches long, maybe longer. And then I've got some really pretty flat lace for you. And this is definitely 1.5 yards or more. And it's vintage in color. So that's really pretty. And I've got this really nice mauve lace. Now it has some really subtle pleats, but that can be ironed out to be perfectly flat if you just wanted it to be flat lace. And then I've got lots of these really decorative pieces of lace that would be really pretty for book covers. Here's another one. I'm not going to open it all the way up, but it's got gold threads in it. This one I love because it's got scallops, and you can cut around these and use them on doily books. And that's from a really pretty drape, and that's a big piece as well. And then because of my love of floral fabrics, I'm going to include, this is a polished cotton, pink polished cotton piece, and that's about a yard, at least a yard. I've got some really nice muslin that I'll throw, or this is calico, I think. Nice thin but quality piece of calico. This is a nice piece of linen. Floral fabric. Here's another floral print on linen. This is a half doily, but it's really pretty. It's got that corded decorative embroidery on it. And then another vintage Battenberg lace tea-dyed piece, and then another floral piece. And then just as a sweet little, well, I actually have a couple more in this. There's a pretty peach piece of lace that's scalloped. I've got a big bundle of dangle pink lace. And then these are daisies that you can cut out and place, you know, with bling in the middle. And another little snippet piece here. So all of that will be included. And then in this bag, I'm going to include in the fabric giveaway some random images on fabric. So I've got fairies and gypsies and vintage ladies that will be included in the fabric bundle. And then I just, as another giveaway and thank you, I'm going to include a bling bag that I made in another video, and I've loaded it with all kinds of trim for you to use. So I've got the blue daisy trim and the pearl teardrop trim, and I've got these really sweet little baby pink daisy trims, and then some iridescent trim. And then all of that will be in my bling bag, and you can either use the bling bag to store the bling, or you can use it as just a little gift bag, however you'd like to use it. So the only thing I have to say is I'm not going to probably be able to pack it all pretty. It'll come in this big 2-gallon Ziploc bag. I would like to make it in a big, beautiful display, but I'm not going to have time to do that. But I do hope you'll like this as a gift, especially if you really enjoy fabric craft. So many of you have inspired me, and I aspire to craft as well as you someday. And I know that these remnants and pieces could help if you're interested. So that's the fabric giveaway. And then I have a huge bundle for my paper giveaway. And I'm packing, like I said, and so I have a drawer where I'm putting all my tubes of paper, and they were too long. So I had to cut them, and I didn't want to throw the remnants away, so I'm happy to share these with you. This remnant of paper is all vintage, if you can see. It's really pretty images of vintage people. And there's some horses, and it's not Christmas theme. I thought it was, but it's just vintage images. And then I have a nice piece of the weathered wood with the shabby kind of floral rose print that I'd like to share with you. And then I've got this pretty powder blue floral strip of paper. Let me see if I can get the glare off of it. And there's quite a bit on here. And then this is vintage wallpaper with beautiful roses. And all of this can easily be used in tag making and journal making and any crafting that you do with paper. So that are the remnants of rolled paper. And then I've got a paper bag book form, and this is for a mini journal, but it's already put together for you. All you'd have to do is put your front and back cover on, whatever you'd want it to be, and then I've got it all glued and ready to go for a paper bag journal. There are wonderful videos on paper bag journals. And so if that's something new to you, you've got your book form all ready. You just need to check out how you want to decorate it. I'm going to include some mini paper bags that can be used for journals. I've got a stack of these really nice tags for altering. You can cover them with fabric or paper or stamp them. I've got these really nice library envelopes that you can tea dye and stain or embellish however you'd like. I've got a stack of vintage postcards for you. Then I've got, what do you call this board? Of course, it's an easy way, but of course when you're trying to tell someone what kind of board it is. Anyway, these are for a front back journal. Here's another one of those vintage postcards. I've got another stack of possible tags or cards for journals. And then these envelopes, they've already got holes in them, so you could decorate and embellish these for journals, and I've got 3 or 4 of those. I'm going to include some of my Flower Fairy postcards that I got in a book of postcards, so that'll go in the paper giveaway. I've got some of these really pretty pansy Post-its. I have a little package of vellum embellishments in here, and these are more cutesy. They're stars and hearts and flowers, but they're vellum. I'm going to include napkins for decoupage, which is in this pile. I have a signature from like a traveler size notebook, and you could tea dye this or dye it, embellish it however you'd like, and it already has the holes for you to sew it in, so there's a whole signature there for you. I've got these Isabella Alphabet, and these are adhesive vintage floral stickers, the whole set, and it's also going to come with some flower stickers. I have a nice bundle of parchment paper that can be tea dyed or made into envelopes. I have a stash of stationery that would be good to include in journals or however you'd like to use them. And then this is some that has like a pretty scalloped edge. Probably can't see that white on white. So I'll include a stack of stationery. And then I have some printed images for you that I made with on my inkjet printer, and these are sunflower tags, and this is just a collage of things that might make a pretty cover. I'm going to include a stack of tea dyed paper, including some tea dyed parchment paper, and then this is some really nice quality cotton paper that I tea dyed. I have a couple sheets of tea dyed graph paper. I'd like to send you some really nice doilies that you could tea dye if you'd like, or cut up however you'd like to use. And then I have a bunch of scrapbook paper, and I won't go through each pack, but this one was really special. This is the one that has like the inlaid pieces of fern and flower, and they are so pretty up close. It shows up much better, of course. But then I have these vintage rectangle doilies. It was exciting when I found this because it was in this old packaging, and it was made in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, which is where I'm from. So I'm going to share some of these with you. And then in the same pile, I've got some old Creative Memories pattern papers that some of you might recognize. These are some more of the ones I printed on my inkjet printer. Some real pretty images there for you. And then the rest is just 12 by 12 pieces of scrapbook paper. Oh no, there's not. There's more tea dyed paper under here. Those aren't in it, but I've got some more of the tea dyed paper. This is on recycled paper, so it's a little gray in color. And then I've got really nice sheets of vintage paper. There's matte paper and music notes and newspaper. So those are 8 by 8, and these are more of the scrapbook pieces. Here's some more of the map. I've got some just off-white cardstock for you. Oh, and these actually are perforated to fold into cards, so that's helpful sometimes when you want to make a book. You want the pages even. There's some fall scrapbook paper. I've got, these are probably more for spring. There's another one with sunflowers. It says summer. I've got some really nice vintage prints here. There's some shabby chic prints. This one's gorgeous. This is from a new book I just got, and it's got a little bit of gold on music paper with roses. And I always love when they mix the wood panel with roses. There's that one. And these are double-sided, so you'll see there's newsprint and script on the back. And there's some of a gilded one. So that is a big pile of scrapbook paper, tea-dyed paper, stationery, tags, embellishments for tags. What is this board called? Of course I'll think of it once I'm done. Got my tubes of paper here, and then for the special little treat in this pile, the paper giveaway, I've made a paper snippet roll, and I don't know if I can undo it. I'm gonna leave it for now, but what you do is you just unroll it. Oh, I actually have another one here if I can get it out. So I had been making paper snippet rolls, and this one was on the theme of nature and the woods. And so what you would do is you just unroll it and snip whatever piece you'd like to put in your journals or create a tag with. And I'm going to include a paper snippet roll with the paper D-Stash giveaway. So this is an example of what your paper snippet roll will look like. So anyway, again, it's just to say thank you so very much for being my crafting friend here on YouTube. And I'll go over what the instructions are again. One is you need to already be subscribed. You need to just leave me a comment, any comment you want in the description box or in the comment section. And I'm going to leave this giveaway open. Today is Friday, September 28th, and I will announce the winner next Friday, which I believe is October. Let me see if I can get this to tell me. Next Friday, October 5th. So you have 1 week, and I hope it's something you'd be excited to win. It's open international and national. I'll pull 2 names, and then I'll give you the choice of the paper or the fabric. Now I do have 2 fabric bundles already created, and if I need to, if both people want paper, I have plenty to make another bundle, not exactly the same as everything in this one, but pretty close to the same. So that's my D-Stash giveaway, just to say thank you. I hope you'll participate, and thank you. Thanks again. Bye.